All right, good evening. This is Sean with Paradise Veggies. It is Friday, September 23rd. I'm here in the garden. I'm so sorry I've been MIA for so long. I'm hitting the workforce again, and I've had some license and tests I had to get out of the way. My last one was this morning. I passed it. I'm really excited. So I treated myself to some purchases at a nursery this afternoon. But before I show you guys those, I want to tell you guys a little bit about what I've been doing the last couple weeks to make sure that, I guess Sunday is going to be tomorrow's the last hot day, and Sunday is going to be the first day of sustainable coolness, under 100 degrees here in the valley. So I know I told you guys I was no-till method. Part of no-till is planting cover crops. I'm not that sophisticated yet, so I decided I'm gonna bust up the top a little bit. The valley sun kind of cooked it. There's a little bit of a crunchy top layer. So I just hit it. To give you guys some reference, the bed is 4 feet by 15 feet. And I said, I'm only gonna spend 3 minutes doing it. It's gonna have to be sufficient. After I did that, you can see I left mostly all the organic matter from the sunflower stalks. I just took out the seeds, left it in there. You can really see it here in the corn bed where I've left the corn stalks, and back there I've added the compost. Once you rake it out, it looks like a nice, happy place that plants will want to live. When I was doing all this, I noticed a couple things. First off was how soft my soil was compared to the first garden bed I amended, tried to make. And the reason that is garden design. When you guys are designing your gardens, whether you're doing in-ground or raised beds, place them on your property in a manner so that you don't have to walk on or in your planting space. So like with this raised bed, it's 4 feet wide. I can reach 2 feet this way and 2 feet that way. I'm 6'6". Sometimes I think this 4 feet wide business is a little bit too wide. So if you're shorter, adjust the beds accordingly. The other thing I noticed was rocks. This garden bed is not perfect, and there's bigger rocks in here than these, but these will have to be a good example. And so when I see the rocks, I throw them out. What I'm trying to say is I'm not going to spend a whole day out here in the garden trying to sift the soil so that there's no rocks in here. When I see them, I'll grab them, I'll throw them out, and eventually they'll all get out of there. The plants are smart enough that their roots, will grow around the rocks and whatnot. What else did I want to show you guys? Let me show you what I have been doing, or some of the planting I've done. Some of the plants I've put in the ground. Okay, so here we go. This bed is gonna be my herb bed. It's fully amended, so I busted up the top, I added more compost. Here I got my basil. I planted that out with some bunching onion. You can see the new littler guys coming up. This is that pumpkin plant. Any of you that have ever seen pumpkin plants before is like, oh man, this Paradise Veggie guys is an idiot. I'm gonna let the pumpkin grow up over the side of the planter. It's not gonna grow out in the bed. I mean, one plant, the spacing on one pumpkin plant is 10 feet. So yeah, way too big. So stay tuned. I'm gonna do a video on composting for sure, and I'm going to do a video on the plants I purchased. All right, see you guys a bit. Have a great weekend.